Hi there, I'm Pete Moriarty, and in this video, I'm going to be helping you to learn from the GOAT on how you can build better business systems. Now, I'm going to take you through a little bit of a lesson here. We are talking about business systems this month because we have an upcoming bootcamp to systemize and scale your business. And in this video, I'm going to be telling you about the GOAT of basketball and how we can apply that thinking to building smart business systems. Now, I want to help you to build a system that is systemized, that is organized, and that is scalable, and that will work without you. And so you can, like me, travel and enjoy your time outside of your business, as well as running a business that is fulfilling and also allows you to do impact work in the world that works for you. Now, I'm currently traveling. I'm in Taiwan at the moment, and I wanted to share this little lesson with you tonight. So the GOAT of basketball, the greatest of all time, is mostly regarded as Michael Jordan. Now, I know there's some newer people on the scenes, and I'm not that much of a fan of basketball, but when I was growing up, Michael Jordan was the dude. And he was the greatest of all time because he had perfected the jump shot. He could rely on the jump shot to get the game-winning point when it was needed. He could always rely on the jump shot to make sure that he was able to score the points when we needed because he'd practice and practice and practice and practice and practice. And so for Michael Jordan, when it was down to the last couple of seconds of the game, the team would always throw the ball to him and he'd be able to score the winning points. Now, how did he know that he was going to be that good at it? How did he make sure that he got that perfect? Well, when he practiced, he was always practicing the jump shot. He wasn't practicing the double backflip slam dunk. He wasn't practicing anything fancy. He knew that he could always rely on the jump shot. And what I want you to think about is, what are the jump shots in your business? What are the most important processes to make sure that you can always rely on every time you're at a critical moment inside your business? Because not only are jump shots important for you as a business owner, but jump shots are also really important for your team as well. And what I mean by that is, what are you going to train the newbies on when they join your company for the first time? When you employ a new person and it's their first day and they're starting out on the first day of their new job, what are the systems and processes and procedures that you're going to tell them about first? Because if you give them a big standard operations procedure manual and you say, here you go, it's your turn to go off and get started in the business, and here's all the things that you need to learn, well, they're very quickly going to be overwhelmed, and they're probably not going to remember the things that you've shared with them, or they're not going to really know where to start. But if you want someone to be productive right from the get-go inside your business, well, you want to make sure that they know what their jump shots are. And so what my invitation to you is to identify what are the 6 to 8 jump shots inside your business, the 6 to 8 core processes or core protocols or procedures that you and your team need to know and make sure that you can always get them right. And just like Michael Jordan, when it was the last couple of seconds in the game, if you have a team member and they're a little bit tired or a little bit hungover, or maybe it's their first day on the job, you want to make sure that they know how to do the jump shots. And so your jump shots are your most critical processes inside the business that you are going to define. You can even call them your jump shots if you like, and you can share this story with the team about Michael Jordan and how he could always rely on the jump shot. And you are then going to write out what it is in each jump shot that makes it important and why you've decided to make it a jump shot. Now, I'm going to share a couple of examples with you from our business so you get a bit of an idea of what makes a great jump shot. Now, we're a tech consulting business. We have a help desk. We obviously have a sales team, and we're helping people with their technology. Now, one of the jump shots that's really, really important to us is our process on how we manage support requests to our help desk. Because we might receive 10, 20, 50, maybe even 100 requests a day sometimes. So we want to make sure that our team are efficient and effective in dealing with requests that come through to our support team. Now, let's say, for example, we have a junior, and that junior doesn't really know how to fix something or solve a request that a customer has sent in. Now, that junior might spend 4 or 6 hours on something, not knowing how to fix it, and that's going to be pretty inefficient for our allocation of our labor inside our business. And so we have, as part of our jump shot for the team on their ticket process, if you can't solve it within half an hour to an hour yourself, escalate it to someone more senior on the team. That's part of the jump shot. Make sure that you're escalating tasks. Secondly, still inside that ticket management jump shot, we have how we make sure we follow up with our customers. We always want to make sure that we do an extra follow-up with customers just to make sure that things are working. If we've made a change or we've fixed something, or maybe we've changed someone's DNS or we've changed a user inside their Google Workspace account, we want to make sure that everything's working. We want to test that emails can go in and out. If we fixed a printer, we want to make sure that it actually prints, because many of our customers have had a bad experience with IT professionals in the past, where maybe someone comes to your office, they fix one thing, and then something else breaks. And so an important principle for us is what I call walk out with it working, which is double check, make sure you've had some extra feedback from the customer that, yes, this change I've made is actually still working. And don't rush to try and close the ticket on a customer. Everyone's, worked with a bank or a, call center help desk of some sort in the past and had them just rush to closing off the ticket, because many call centers actually have their KPIs for their staff based on how many tickets that they can close. And so everyone's always in a rush to close the ticket. And so for us, it's very important for us that we give a very different experience to our customers. And so one of the principles of our ticket process Jumpshot is to make sure that we've done that extra level of feedback from the customer to make sure that we've checked that things are actually working. Okay, so that's really important. So what might be some other jump shots inside our business? Well, I already mentioned customer service and delivering well to our customers. We're a service business, so that is at the core of what we do, and we want to make sure that we always get it right. And so one of our jump shots is how we communicate. How do we answer the phone? How do we communicate on email? How do we make sure that we keep a customer in contact with what's going on with a issue or a concern or a project inside their business? Now, if a customer's emails are down and we're trying to resolve that by, probably fixing their DNS records or re-registering their domain, or, maybe they haven't paid their bill and we need to fix something, we will endeavor to get that resolved within 1 hour. And if we can't fix it within an hour, we'll endeavor to keep the customer updated every hour until it's fixed. Now, that's really important for us, because if you imagine a business owner who has their emails down and they can't get their work done, they're going to be sitting there stressing. But also, a little voice in the back of their head might be thinking, I wonder if itGenius are still working on the problem. And so when we update the customer every hour, even if it's just to say, hey, still working on this, haven't got a resolution yet, but we're still working on it, it gives the customer the sense of calm that something is actually being done while we're working on the issue in the background. So that's another jump shot for us as well. So I want you to have a think about the jump shots in your business. What could be the most important processes for you to define in how you do your business? And, ideally you want to think of some themes. If you want to think of them in a way that's aligned to your brand, that would be great. And ideally you want to make sure that these are simple and logical, something that's simple enough and not too technical, that you can share with someone who's just started in their first week. Because when you onboard a new staff member, your jump shots are the first business processes that you are going to share with that person. Now, I have other videos on the channel on the best way to document business systems. It's called the System for Creating Systems. And so if you search for the word systems, you'll find that video on the channel. We recommend storing your digital operations procedures manual inside Google Sites, which is in Google Drive, obviously inside Google Workspace. And that's where you can share it with your team, so they have a digital operations manual to get access to all of your how-tos and systems and processes that you've documented inside the business. But if you're just getting started on your journey of systemizing the business and your journey of delegating things to your team and your journey of creating more freedom for you inside the business, well, check out our other videos on the channel and make sure you consider coming along to our bootcamp. Now, our bootcamp is called Systemize and Scale. The link to that is right down below this video. You'll be able to click through and get access to that on our website. It's being run for a limited number of members. So if you're interested, make sure you jump on and grab a ticket straight away. But it's over 2 half days, which which means it's not going to interrupt your work schedule too much. And it's being made available to business owners, senior leaders, and others who are involved in operational roles who are responsible for the systems and processes and the operations of a business. So if that's you, make sure you go and check that out. But I'm going to be sharing all of my secrets on how we've built a business that's been both scalable and well systemized. And it allows me to do more impact work as an entrepreneur. It allows me to invest and be involved in other businesses. But it also gives me heaps of freedom time to travel and do what I like with my family. And so if you're interested in learning about that bootcamp, click on the link down below. There's some more information on that page. And until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Now, I've got a couple of people who are live on the video. I just want to say thank you for those who have joined us live, Ali, Arthur, and Graham. Thanks so much for being on the channel. Great to have you with us. If you have any questions about jump shots, you can drop them down below. And I actually enjoy giving feedback to those who have created a jump shot for their business and sharing my feedback on that, whether or not it's worthy of being called a jump shot. So if you want to share one of the jump shots that you have in your business, down below, you could post it right down below this video. Now, some customers, as an example, would come to me and say, hey, well, paying payroll is a jump shot for our business. And I would say, well, payroll is important for everyone's business. So it's probably not a jump shot for your business unless you are maybe a labor management business. Maybe you're a labor for hire business and you've got hundreds of contractors that you're hiring out, and that's the core or central to your business. Well, then I would say, okay, your payroll is probably going to be a jump shot for the business because it would tank the business completely if something went wrong with it. If something is an absolute critical risk to the business, that probably makes it a good jump shot. What would be another good jump shot? Well, maybe if you're in a business and you have something that differentiates you amongst your competitors, or differentiates you amongst your community, or differentiates you amongst your industry of other businesses that you operate in. Well, if there's one thing that you do differently that you want to make sure your team absolutely nail because it is central to your brand promise, or it's central to your unique selling offer, and that could be anything. It might be the way that you answer the phone. It might be the tone that you speak to in your customers with your emails or your communication. It may be the way that you deliver your products. Well, you want to make sure that that is a jump shot. Kentucky Fried Chicken probably has their 7 or 10 herbs and spices that are a secret as their jump shot. That's very important for them. The way that McDonald's does their fries, the exact temperature, the exact amount of minutes or seconds that it takes to fry their fries, that's probably going to be a jump shot for McDonald's as well. So have a think about what are the core systems and processes that are so important to your business that, like Michael Jordan with his jump shot, you could do when you're tired, you could do when you're hungover, you can do when you've got a couple of staff off sick, and you're down on resources. The processes that you must get right every single time in your business, they are your jump shots. Let me know in the comments, what are you putting in for your jump shots? And if you're interested in joining the bootcamp, I'd love to see you there. Cheers.